I was tagged by Katt Dee in Collecting Plastic to do the top 10 non-Funko related collectibles tag. So first of all, I do want to say that my camera, I know that the picture is going to look a little different here. That's because I'm using the front facing camera as opposed to the rear facing camera. I had some issues with my rear facing camera, and more than likely this phone is gonna have to be replaced. I'm not sure what happened with my front facing camera, but or I should say the rear one. But yeah, so I'm just doing sort of a workaround again, just like I had to do a workaround as far as my audio issues were concerned. Just having some bad luck with technical issues, but you know, I like to find workarounds sometimes. I like the challenge, so I'm gonna make this happen for you all anyway. And I will try my best to keep things in frame as I go along, since I'm not actually looking at the screen as I record. So let's go ahead and jump into this. And I may not be doing things necessarily in a certain order. I mean, I'll try my best with that. But I'm just going to basically run through some collectibles that I have like that are non-Funko related. So first of all, I want to start off with magnets. I do have some magnets that have been sent my way recently. I had these bottle cap magnets here, which were made for me by Michael Crowthers, one of my subscribers. So I had two here that are Black Panther ones. Okay, and those are two of my favorites. Then I also have here Firestorm and Thanos. So those are just a couple of my favorite ones as far as the bottle cap magnets are concerned, but I have more of those. And then some other magnets here that I really like. In fact, let me show you these together. I have some Bombshell, the DC Bombshell ones. This came from a Nerd Block box. It was supposed to be like a Comic-Con related box. I actually can't remember which Comic-Con it was promoting, but I mean, it's a shame that this was probably the best item in that box. It really wasn't a great box, so I'm not a big fan of Nerd Block. I've had two different boxes from them, was pretty disappointed by both, but I do like these magnets here. And then some other ones that I have here. We got this really classic image, Mad Love, of Joker and Harley together. Got a simple one here, Punisher, but I mean, the Punisher skull, that's really all you need in order to be awesome. This one, from my favorite animated movie, especially, you know, comic related, Under the Red Hood. I really like that. And then one that was sent to me by Totally the Towel Man. It's the old classic bat symbol from the TV series, but it says Bat Maine, you know, representing the state of Maine there. So I really do like these magnets here, and I'm hoping still to get some more. I really want to cover my fridge in some really cool magnets, so I definitely need some more of them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set these aside and keep things moving here. Next up, something made by Kid Robot. The company Kid Robot are Dunnies, and these are two of my favorites. I have more than these, but these are two of my favorites. As a matter of fact, this Doink the Clown Dunny is you know, inspired by the wrestler Doink the Clown. This was up here on my favorite shelf for a very long time. I actually ended up finally taking it down just because I noticed in my videos that it just stands out so much, especially when things are kind of darker and, you know, it has the white face and everything. Like, it just really grabs attention, and sometimes it takes attention away from things that I'm really focusing on. So that's why I ended up taking it down from the favorite shelf. And then this one I still usually have up here on the favorite shelf. In fact, I'm going to put him back in the spot. I just like this one because it's, you know, I mean, it's just funny. You know, it's a funny one there though. So, you know, the Dunnies, they're definitely, these are not for kids. You know, some of them are kind of crude in some ways, but clever at the same time. And one thing about the Dunnies as well is some of them do kind of veer towards stereotypes, you know, so that makes me feel a little bit funny about maybe trying to get a whole set. But some of the individual Dunnies are really cool though. And again, those are made by Kid Robot. Keeping things moving here. I still just have two of these. I really thought I would have more by now, but I just end up focusing so much on Funko that I still only have two of the Q-Figs by Quantum Mechanics. Got the Deadpool one that came in a Loot Crate box, and it was with the Dead theme, so it had some Deadpool related items and some Walking Dead related items. And then this one I actually missed out on. Well, I didn't really miss out on the Loot Crate. I'd already canceled my Loot Crate. But Karen of Ethan Finds Out was nice enough to send this Hulk one to me, which I think looks pretty cool. And I do plan on trying to get some more Q-Figs. There's a Poison Ivy one I like. There's also a Harley Quinn one on the way, which should be out pretty soon. That looks awesome, and I definitely want to find that. And as a matter of fact, it's actually available to order online, but I just know it would be cheaper to go ahead and find it in a store. So yeah, there's some cool figs, and then also the Mr. Freeze one. I still have not gotten around to getting that one yet. But Q-Figs by Quantum Mechanics, very detailed figures, pretty cool. You know, and for you all you collectors out there, don't limit yourself to Funko. Like I always say, I think the Q-Figs are another great option. And speaking of another option there, and there's going to be a couple of different options here, you know, besides Funko products. The Disney Infinity figures, and it doesn't matter if you play the game or not. You know, these are really they can interact with the game. But that game, I think the servers are about to be taken down. It's I don't know, maybe it didn't do as well as they were hoping, or it's just died down. I don't know. But the actual figures, you know, they are really well designed. I have, I think, 4 of these all together. This by far is still my favorite one. This Venom one is really awesome. You know, I just love the design of it, the teeth, the tongue out there, just how vicious it looks. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite Disney Infinity figure. And you can find these pretty cheap. It's tough to find really good ones, though, because they've been on sale. The good ones are getting grabbed up pretty quickly. But, I mean, you never know. You look around at a GameStop, Walmart, you might come across some cool ones. Okay, and I'm not really counting here, so hopefully I won't miss anything as I move along. But and like I said, this is really not necessarily in a particular order. I want to focus next here on, a lot of you may be familiar with these Metals die-cast figures. And here I have this set. This was a SDCC exclusive set of Harley Quinn and Joker. So, of course, from Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn. And I do have the colored version of Harley Quinn as well, which also looks really cool. And then this is the boss Joker. And I like the detail here that you can actually still see that he has caps on his teeth there, and that huge gun, which is so ridiculous. These just look great together as a set. So that's what I really like about these. I think Metals Die-Cast is a pretty cool line. Sometimes the designs, I think they push them maybe a little bit too far, because some of them have like really huge arms and it throws off the weight. They don't stand well, and it just makes the characters look awkward. Like the Black Panther Metals Die-Cast figure, I really am not crazy about that one. And also the Winter Soldier, not too crazy about that one either. But they have some really cool figures. Another one that I like is, and I actually ended up with the double that I ended up having to give away, but the Deadpool one, I do like the Deadpool Metals Die-Cast figure as well. As a matter of fact, they have a black and white one that I really like. I think I'm going to try to get that one as well. As far as Funko Deadpool stuff goes, I have Overload. I'm actually debating on maybe possibly getting rid of some of those, either trading them or selling them. I haven't really decided yet, but yeah, it's nice that there are some other options for Deadpool as well. Like I said, the black and white one looks pretty cool. Okay, moving on here. And like I said, I'm really not keeping count, so I'm hoping I don't miss anything. I'm kind of looking around. I got all these items surrounding me. In fact, let me go ahead to one that's actually already staring right at us. The DC Bombshell line. I'm really enjoying that line. This Harley Quinn figure looks awesome. And then they have the little Bombshell figures, which there are, let me check the can again to be sure, because I want to say there's 12 altogether. Even though 2 of them are basically noir versions, that means black and white versions of Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn. So, like I said, I have this Harley Quinn statue here, and there's also a Wonder Woman Noir version, and then also Catwoman. And the Catwoman one I think I really want to find if I can. I'm not sure if it's limited numbers or not, but the Catwoman one looks pretty awesome too. And then as far as the little DC bombshells go, got Batwoman, who looks pretty cool. Poison Ivy, this is one that I really wanted. Great design of her. And like I said, the Poison Ivy Q-Fig as well looks awesome. And then Wonder Woman. So yeah, I still have the goal to eventually get all the little DC bombshells. And like I said, as far as the larger size statues go, I definitely want Catwoman. And I don't know, I have to take a look at the other ones again to see if there are any others that really catch my eye. But these figures here are made by a company called Cryptozoic. Okay, Cryptozoic, you might want to check that company out as well, see what else they got going on. But the bombshell line I think is pretty awesome. You're going to slide these down, we'll keep things moving here. Okay, so next up here, since I just brought up Harley Quinn, let me go and slide this other Harley Quinn statue up here. This is a DC Collectibles black and white Harley Quinn, which was part of a trade with Katt Dee. And by the way, the other Harley Quinn, that was a gift from Karen of Ethan Finds Out. I think I've mentioned that before, but I like to just, give people their props though, especially when they're so kind to me. But yeah, this one here, the black and white series in general is just pretty cool. And this Harley Quinn is just so dead on accurate to the animated series that it's really cool. And I think the main thing I like about it is the smoking gun there, which is pretty cool. And like I said, it just really embodies that essence of Harley Quinn as she originally was in the animated series. As far as like other figures in this series are concerned, there are a lot of different Batman figures. I may try to get one of those eventually, but I definitely want to get the Scarecrow one. That's the main one that I have my eye on, because I am a fan of the character Scarecrow. But right now, the only really cool Scarecrow figure I have, I have the I do have some Funko products of Scarecrow, which I don't think are the best representations of him. I do have this old school figure here of Scarecrow, which I really do like this one. I wouldn't say this is like in my top 10 though, but I did just want to show this quickly. I do like the design of it. But yeah, I think the Scarecrow black and white statue from DC Collectibles is pretty awesome. But let me not get too far off track. I'm gonna keep things moving here. Okay, next thing here, before I show it to you all, I'm gonna say it is another figure by Kid Robot. And originally I saw it as a blind bag version, a small version of it, and I was just like, I'm not, I just can't buy a bunch of blind bags just trying to find that one particular figure that is rare. So I was glad when not only did I find out there was a larger version of the figure, but also that it was marked down in price on Hot Topics website. So and by the way, the reveal of it was one of my favorite videos that I've done on YouTube. You should, check out that original video if you ever get the chance, and if you missed it. And of course, I'm referring to Awesemo. I still really love this figure. You see the size of it there. You kind of compare. Yeah, I think this is actually the medium size one, though. I think there's one that's even larger than this. But Awesemo, it's one of my favorite South Park episodes. I think this figure is really cool. And it doesn't exactly have like articulation and stuff going on or whatever, but one cool thing it does have, if you've seen the episode, you know that Cartman was really suffering in this suit because he ended up being stuck in it a lot longer than he intended to. So I definitely like that you can lift up the head and see just how distraught Cartman is up under there. So to me, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I really do like Awesemo. This is definitely one of my favorite collectibles that I have. And Kid Robot, very eclectic, I guess I'll say. That's the word to use. They have some really interesting designs, just stuff you don't see with any other company. So sometimes some of their things catch my eye. Sometimes they're a little pricey though, but overall Kid Robot seems to be a pretty cool company. And like I said before, they're also the one that makes Dunnies. Okay, so looking around me again, just because I don't want to miss anything, I really think I'm down to the last thing that I want to talk about. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. And it comes down to, and first I will say this though, I do collect movies, but I don't buy movies as much as I used to. And I definitely don't spring for like the ridiculous movie sets or whatever. There's very few that I have like that. I do have the Dark Knight trilogy. I thought that was cool, but I still didn't buy that the really deluxe one, the one that came with, I think it came with the Bat Cycle or something, you know, but I didn't spring for that. So as far as movies goes, I just don't buy as much as I used to. I have some artwork, but I really don't buy artwork on a regular basis. Also, I have some craft work from friends, but I felt like with this tag, I should focus on things that other people could purchase as well. So that's why I left those things off. But that's enough about that. Let me go ahead and get to number one, and I'm not gonna focus on just one. For me, but number one collectibles, though, it does come down to comic books, and particularly graphic novels and collected editions, just because what people refer to as the floppies, like the monthly comics, I'm not so great about keeping up with those. So collected editions and the graphic novels tend to do better for me. And this is my number one favorite of all time, Lex Luthor, Man of Steel. I really love this graphic novel, or collected edition, whatever you want to refer to it as. I think it was, let me see, I feel like it may have been originally split up into 4 or 5 different comics, but they treat it all together here as one story. But yeah, this is just awesome. I love it because it's from Lex Luthor's perspective, and you see through his view how he really looks at Superman as the villain. So I just love getting into the mind of a villain like that, and this is just a really cool comic. It has some great artwork as well, some great imagery, and it has some great covers too. That's why I know that it was originally split up, because I think it shows some of the different covers in here, or if not, I know I've seen them online, at least the different covers. But yeah, really great artwork, and Brian Azzarello is just awesome. I had the Joker comic by Brian Azzarello as well. I don't know what happened to it. I missed that comic so much. Got to get another copy of it. But I want to quickly show you some of my other favorite comics, because even though I really don't know what this tag, some people showed multiple items, some people just showed one. But I just want to quickly run through some of my other favorite comics that I've held on to. And I'm not like the truest collector. I don't try to keep everything mint. But I do hang on to some comics that I really like. Here's another one. This one is just a true to life type story. It's very much based on the writer's personal experiences. This one here called The Alcoholic, and it's by Jonathan Ames and Dean Haspiel, I think that's how you pronounce that. Like I said, it's a true story. It's a very crazy story, but it's one of the few stories that ever made me feel some empathy for alcoholics and what they actually deal with. Because for some people, it really is just, it's a sickness. It's something that they really struggle with. So like I said, that's what I really like about this one. It just gave me some empathy, and the last page just really struck a chord with me as well. I've read this at least twice, and yeah, it's pretty crazy, but at the same time pretty strong. Okay, next up here, this is the first book that I have in the series, Y: The Last Man. If you start it, you gotta finish it. The whole series is pretty amazing. I put it on the level of The Walking Dead. I was so glad when the movie project with Shia LaBeouf fell apart or whatever. I was like, no, I don't want to see him play this character. But yeah, this is a great series though. Brian K. Vaughan, yeah, just a great series. And you see, even Stephen King here said the best graphic novel I've ever read. So that's a pretty big endorsement there. But yeah, this is amazing. And one of the supporting characters, Agent, it's been a while since I read it. I know she has a number like Agent 55 or 53, something like that. And I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head. But she's an amazing character as well, though. So definitely worth checking out the entire series. Then, of course, I do have some Batman graphic novels. I have The Long Halloween. I have Arkham Asylum. Okay. I have actually more than one copy of The Killing Joke. And this is the one I decided to keep in the plastic. And I actually have a lot more Batman graphic novels and collected editions. I won't share them all. Here's one I do want to show you quickly. I bought this comic on just for the cover because I really like the character Scarecrow. And I saw this 3D cover and I was like, yep, I'm getting that. And I actually did read the story, and the story is blah. It's just Scarecrow, like I said, I wish they would write him better. I've said that before in previous videos. I wish they would do better writing with that character because I really like the character, his different designs, and yeah, but I just haven't read any really great Scarecrow stories. Another series that I didn't quite finish out, I need to get back to, the Secret Six series is really amazing, and you see here Deadshot is one of the lead characters in it. He sticks with the team all the way through, but the roster of the team changes up some. In fact, I think the only characters that stay with the team all the way through are Deadshot, Catman, and possibly Savage there as well. Trying to remember what her first name is. Maybe Vandal. I don't know. It's been a while since I read this, but yeah, these characters here for the most part stay with it. Ragdoll is a really funny character as well. So the Secret Six, very cool series. I think I just didn't read the last two graphic novels. I got to get to those eventually. I got a lot of Deadpool graphic novels. These are the two most recent ones that I read. Deadpool versus Thanos, which like I said in a previous video, this got a lot deeper than I ever expected for a Deadpool comic to do. It does have some deep ideas in the end, and it's pretty entertaining. And then Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. This is just brutal. I mean, it's entertaining, but yeah, it's pretty brutal. If you're kind of sensitive about some of your favorite characters, like Spider-Man, Captain America, so on, the Hulk, you may not want to check this out, but if you can handle it, this one is pretty cool. And then my favorite Marvel collected edition is Wolverine Old Man Logan. For me, it doesn't get much better when it comes to Marvel. This is pretty awesome, so it'll be cool to see if they do play with some of the ideas from this, I'm going to call it a graphic novel, even though it's really a collected edition, but it'll be cool to see if they play with some of the ideas from this graphic novel in the next Wolverine movie. So, yeah, for me, as far as non-Funko related collectibles go, I think comics still stay at number one, even though, like I said, I don't try to really keep them in mint condition. So, yeah, that's my top 10. Again, big shout out to Katt Dee and Collecting Plastic for thinking of me and tagging me. I feel like I'm kind of late with this tag. It seems like a lot of other people have done it at this point. So I guess I will tag Totally the Towel Man. If you haven't been tagged already, Totally, I would like you to do this. And I know you have some collectibles besides Funko, because you were sharing some of those old figures and things that you had in your parents' basement. So I definitely know you have some things that you can share as far as top 10 is concerned. Funko J, if you have not done this tag already, and I'm saying if because I'm sorry people, it's been a hectic work week. I'm still trying to catch up on YouTube videos, but Funko J, if you have not been tagged, I definitely would like to see what else you have as well, besides Funko products. And I'm not sure how many people, I should tag. I'm just going to leave it at those two. I'm going to say Totally and Funko J. Yeah, I'd like to see what you guys have. And I hope you all enjoyed my video. Hopefully everything was framed up well enough, because like I said, I've never filmed this way before. This is a workaround for me. And yeah, I guess I'll be heading to Verizon to see if I can hopefully get this phone replaced. I think it's still under warranty, and I'll be back to filming the way I really like to film pretty soon. But yeah, thank you all for checking out this video. And by the way, if there's anybody else that hasn't been tagged and you're just interested in this tag, go for it. Like I said, I'm catching up on videos, so if I'm subscribed to you, I'll definitely check it out. But again, thank you all for checking this video out. Hopefully I'll have more content up soon. I have to do my workaround, but yeah, hopefully I'll have more content up for you really soon. And again, thank you all for watching. You all take care.